All right, so gonna be working on number 4 from last week. So yeah, regarding the metronome, yes, most of the practice absolutely needs to be done with the metronome. Um, so it's one thing to not use the metronome in the very beginning because you got to learn what the count is. You need to learn where you're going to move your hands and all that. So like tapping your foot and counting out loud without the metronome just to kind of get used to things, good idea. But I think that should really only be done just on day one most. After that, if once you have it down, metronome's got to happen. And if it's a time crunch, I can see playing all these exercises going from 60 beats a minute to 70, 80, 90, 100. Ideally, if you have the time, go 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Once we start going faster than that, then you'll have to be kind of careful with your time and how fast you increase the metronome. So like what I have some people do who are like working up to like 140 or 160 for certain things. I'll tell them like maybe go from like 60, 80 to 100 and 110, 120, 125, 30, 35, 40 and so on. So kind of like the first few takes you can bump up the metronome a little bit faster, but then the faster you go, the smaller the increments need to be. But sometimes it is tough to fit in everything every day by going up by fives, but so that's the ideal pace. Going up by fives, going up by tens should be okay because you're not like doing big speed pushes. You're just kind of getting used to playing at 60 and then gradually working up to the 100. But yeah, that's something to do every day. 60 to 100. Going up by tens for the time crunch in case there's not going to be enough time. Going up by fives would be ideal. So yeah, hopefully that helps kind of clarify what to do with the metronome there. But if you have any questions on what to do with the metronome, how often you think you should do it, things like that, definitely let me know. But yeah, practicing with the metronome, whether you have the guitar plugged in or not, doesn't really matter so long as you can hear the chord, you're tapping your foot, you're counting, and you're playing with the click. So very, very important. So with this guy, as we just discussed, learn the chords first. So kind of get used to, like where you're going to be. So you see you got the A5, G5, F5, and then you got to go to G5, A5, B5, and then you repeat that. And just kind of look at, okay, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 times there, and then twice, and then, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 with that, twice. Just kind of get familiar with how many times you're going to strum things and whatnot. And then start doing the tapping and the counting without the metronome. So you're doing your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat 1, and so on. So yeah, do that, and when you feel comfortable with that, then get to the metronome. So once you feel comfortable, metronome. And if you feel like you need to, do a warm-up thing each day without the metronome just to reacquaint yourself, that's fine. But yeah, like 95% of the time should be with the metronome. All right, so I'm going to do the 60, 80, and 100 demonstration again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to stay very laid back when you're playing. So now you're going to be doing constant quarter notes. You got to be very careful to not get too ahead of the beat and start flipping where the down and the up beats are. So remember, it's always better to be a hair late like a fraction of a second late, and just be just after the beat. And remember, that's what you want to aim for, not on the beat. Aim for right after the beat. So this will actually make you sound more in time, because if you try and anticipate the beat, you will most likely be early almost every time. And then if you're like a split second early, it sounds rushed and it doesn't sound as in time as being a split second late. So stay laid back. Laid back. All right, here we go. 80 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice time to have to cough. Yeah. Goodness. All right. On to the second one here. So this one is to help you get used to the thumb being over the top of the neck. So the whole time, thumb up over the top, muting that low E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Boom, boom. And the last one. Extra chord changes. Definitely a good exercise to make sure you familiarize yourself with the chord changes before doing the metronome stuff here. But once you have the chords ready, metronome. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right. Only last thing I can think of. I'm not wording this well. Last thing I'm thinking of here to go over, when you are changing chords, it's a pretty fast motion that has to happen when you're transitioning. So when you go to transition, I think you're kind of already doing this, but I think it's a good idea to talk about it, especially you're going to be doing a lot of quick chord changes here. You don't want to play it like this, like say this bar right here. So here's an example of what you don't want, or something like this. So you don't want to like make it choppy. You want to aim for making it smooth. Now if you're writing something or playing something that calls for the staccato sound, that choppy feeling, that's one thing. But we want to make sure you can do what's going to happen most of the time in playing and making smooth transitions. So you want to keep the pressure down on your fingers, or keep the pressure down on the strings with your fingers as you're moving. So it's almost like you're sliding when you're moving here. And it's kind of a jerky thing. It's because you're here and then you got over real fast. But you're going to be picking at the same time. So once you move your hand, your fretting hand to the next chord, you're working on syncing up both. So some guys, they'll try and do something like, or something like, they'll move their hand and then pick. Stuff like that. You don't want to do that. You want to go same time, same time, same time. So, yeah, I think you're already doing that. But, figure, wouldn't hurt to go over it. Especially as we get more complicated and complex stuff. But, yeah. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I will see you again, I guess Monday. Yeah, Monday. No, not Monday. Today's Monday. Sunday. My goodness. Sometimes I just get lost. I lose track of the days. See you Sunday.